Hello everyone, and welcome back to Entertainment on Point. I'm your host, Nicole Capelco.
And I'm your host, Hannah Bazet. From boy band reunions to celebrity engagements, and of course your weekly Kardashian update. We have quite the show for you. But first, let's kick it off with this week's top stories. Break out those paper rings. Taylor Swift has allegedly gotten engaged to longtime boyfriend Joe Alwyn. Sources close to Taylor told Life and Style that the couple got engaged during their recent trip to Cornwall in southwest England. However, neither Taylor or Joe have commented on the rumors, and a lot of fans are calling foul on the whole thing. This isn't the first time rumors have spread about Taylor being engaged, and fans say they won't believe it until Taylor herself announces it. While there has been no official confirmation, it is known that Taylor wrote Lover and Paper Rings about Joe. It is also said that she included wedding vows in Paper Rings. Joe is also credited for co-writing songs with Taylor under a pseudonym. Taylor briefly talked about writing with him during Folklore, the Long Pond studio sessions that came out on Disney Plus back in November of 2020. Joe and Taylor have been together since November of 2016 and have managed to keep most of their relationship very private. We will just have to wait and see if Taylor is ready to make Joe her forever and always. So what do we think about this? Do we think Taylor is engaged, or is this just a big rumor?
I think she's engaged. Like as you said, they kept their relationship a secret for a very long time. So I do think they are engaged. She is a very private person. And especially after they wrote all those songs together, I think they're engaged.
Yeah, and there's been rumors before, but for like a source close to Taylor to say that to a magazine, that feels, why would you just make that up? That doesn't seem right.
We're going to have to see about that one.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the Kardashians? Because Rob Kardashian is finally ending his legal battle with his ex-girlfriend Blac Chyna. According to court documents, the only male Kardashian filed to dismiss the assault lawsuit against his baby mama. An LA court judge agreed to approve the motion. The couple started dating back in January of 2016 and later that year had a baby girl together named Dream. The couple then broke up in the summer of 2017, and we have seen their fights in a very public manner. Rob stated, quote, "My love for Dream far outweighs my desire to proceed with the claims against their mother in a public trial. Now that the court has ruled there is significant evidence to warrant a jury trial on my claim for assault and our daughter's sake, I am dismissing the action and focusing on my co-parenting relationship with Chyna." But Chyna's attorney believes that Rob had other motives for dismissing the case. The star attorney believes that the only reason Kardashian dropped the charges on the eve of the trial was because he knew that the assault allegations were false and not for the sake of their daughter. While the lawsuit will not continue, we are just going to have to keep up with this duo for more info. Now, do you think he actually dropped these charges for the sake of their daughter, or do you agree with Chyna that he's just trying to dismiss this all because her claims and his claims are getting too real and this is going to become a big thing?
Yeah, I'd like to think that he did it for their daughter and that he wouldn't make up being assaulted, but this has been going on since 2017. For him to drop it the eve of the trial, it is kind of weird. It's almost like he got cold feet. I always like to believe the victim, but it does kind of seem weird that he waited all of these years and now all of a sudden it's being dropped.
Literally the day before they were supposed to go to trial, I don't know. I just think it's convenient timing. I don't know.
Grab your helmets, Big Time Rush fans. Kendall, James, Logan, and Carlos are going worldwide on their new Forever Tour. This will be the first time the boys will be touring together since their last tour ended in 2014 and the band announced their break. We first met the Big Time Rush boys back in 2009 on their hit Nickelodeon show, Big Time Rush. The show ran until 2013, which was the same year their last studio album was produced. When the show ended, the boys announced that they would be disbanding to work on solo projects. However, 8 years after the band split up, the boys surprised their fans by dropping a single in December called Call It Like I See It and announcing their reunion. The band got together to perform 3 special concerts which sold out in minutes. The boys told People magazine back in December that the reunion was, quote, serendipitous, and the universe was telling us to get Big Time Rush back together. The boys also told People that over the years they stayed close friends and always talked about getting the band back together, but just never decided when. Well, the time is now. Big Time Rush will be going on a 40-plus show tour that will begin in late June and end in late August. Another exciting announcement was that TikTok star and singer Dixie D'Amelio will be the opening act of the tour. Tickets went on pre-sale Wednesday and will be available to the general public tomorrow at 11 a.m. We are so excited to see the boys back together again and cannot wait for their upcoming tour. How exciting is this? The fact that it's been so many years, and I was a child when I watched Big Time Rush. I'm a grown woman now. Like, I am so excited about this.
I'm so excited about this as well. I know you have tickets to the show.
You're
I'm
right.
so jealous, so I definitely need to get a hold of those tickets.
Right. It's so exciting. I think it's going to be so cool. The fact that they've been friends all these years and then decided to get back together, I think is really unique. And I'm hoping that because this band just came off hiatus, there's another boy band that we've been waiting to come off hiatus that will also take action soon.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see about that.
Yeah.
Are your favorite TV shows getting renewed for another season, or are they getting canceled? We have the list of what is returning and what shows are coming to an end. Starting off with the ABC Network, Station 19 and Holy Moly will return. And yes, Grey's Anatomy will return for a 19th season. The show Promised Land will be moved to Hulu starting March 1st, and Blackish will run its final season. Moving on to CBS, Young Sheldon, The Neighborhood, Tough as Nails, they all got renewed, including CSI Vegas, but without stars Williams Peterson and Georgia Fox. The show Bowl will be canceled, and Love Island will have good news for you lovebirds. There's going to be a new U.S. version set to premiere on Peacock. Next is all of our faves on Fox. Bob's Burgers, Duncanville, Hell's Kitchen, and MasterChef will all return. As for cancellations, that list is still to be determined. Lastly, we have NBC, where The Blacklist, Chicago Med, Fire, and PD, Law & Order SVU, New Amsterdam, and That's My Jam are all set to return for another season. Now grab your tissues. The hit show This Is Us is in its final season, so make sure to go back and binge watch all these shows before they are gone. So do any on this list surprise you? Are you sad, happy? What are your thoughts?
I'm excited about Love Island and Hell's Kitchen. I'm a huge Hell's Kitchen girl, so I'm really, really excited about those. I'm excited about Law & Order SVU. To be honest, the shows that were canceled I don't really watch or keep up with, so that doesn't really mean anything to me. But what about you?
I really like that Love Island is going to get a U.S. version, and it's moving to a streaming platform. It's not on TV, because I definitely feel like nowadays we're spending a lot less time watching like TV, a recorded show, and we're most likely just pull up Netflix or Hulu and watch our streaming shows.
Those shows are literally the best.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to go on a dating show. That's so on brand for me. We're going to go for a quick break, but when we come back, our reporter Natalia has the details on what Britney Spears has been up to.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome back to Newsnight. Most of the student body of the Pittsburgh Public School.
Some of the United States allies.
Thursday, the FBI was seen raiding.
Let's get started with today's forecast.
Today's high will only reach about 31 degrees.
It's looking a little cooler than we've seen in the past few weeks.
All this and more,
All this and more
All this and more coming up on Newsnight.
coming up on Newsnight.
coming up on Newsnight.
Welcome back to EOP. Up next is Natalia Hillen with all the deets on Britney Spears' new deal.
Thanks, Nicole. It's official. Pop star Britney Spears has finally secured a publishing deal that was considered record-breaking for her new tell-all memoir. According to Page 6, on Monday, they reported that Simon & Schuster settled a deal for around $15 million. Throughout this process, multiple publishers were fighting to give the best publishing deal that there was. According to The Guardian, quote, an unnamed source told Page 6 that the deal is one of the biggest of all time, behind the Obamas, end quote. This memoir is going to be all about Britney telling her story and is going to include what her professional and personal life were like, her relationships with her family, and what she went through living with a 13-year conservatorship. On the other hand, Spears stated that she wanted to sue her ex-management company, TriStar. While under their management of them, she has felt helpless countless times. Britney's father and the former management company were suspiciously working together for years. Right after Jamie, her father, put her under the conservatorship in 2008, he employed TriStar to be the manager. According to Page 6, Spears stated, quote, he would have done anything they asked of him. I think they were trying to kill me. I still to this very day believe that's exactly what they were trying to do, end quote. With all the chaos, I'm glad Britney can finally get justice and share her story with all of us. Make sure to keep an eye out for the memoir's release date. Back to Hannah at the desk.
Thanks, Natalia. What is going on with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez? Our reporter, Miss Alexis, is here with the inside scoop on their ongoing feud.
What's up, EOPs? It's your girl, Miss Alexis, and I am back with your latest celebrity gossip news. Miss Body Yaddy Yaddy, Megan Thee Stallion, is calling Mr. Tory Lanez out again since the 2020 shooting incident that Megan got seriously hurt. Tory was supposed to be in court February 23rd, but the date got pushed back to April. Lanez went on Twitter and said, quote, you can't buy and tweet your way out of this one. Not today, end quote. It was obvious he was shading Megan, and she quickly and strongly responded, period. She posted screenshots of text messages between her and Tory where he was apologizing. The caption said, quote, lie your way out of this. If you ain't do ish, what was you apologizing for? They got you recorded on jail phone talking to Kelsey, apologizing, begging us not to talk. I don't know about y'all EO peeps, but this was not pushing P because Tory Lanez is just being childish about the whole situation. Will this feud ever end? Well, EO peeps, that's all I have for you guys today. It's your girl, Miss Alexis, and have a good spring break.
Thanks, Alexis. We're going to go for a break, but when we come back, we have your music news.
Welcome back to EOP. Now we have our reporter, Nina DeBacco, with all of the details on what Sabrina Carpenter has been up to.
Thanks, Hannah. The 22-year-old pop singer Sabrina Carpenter has been rising in the music world this past week. Her new single, Fast Times, has topped this week's new music poll on Billboard. Her fans chose this new single as the week's favorite new music of the week, and the single brought in 87% of the overall votes. This heartwarming new single was co-written by Carpenter herself, along with Julia Michaels, J.P. Sachs, and John Ryan. The single beat out new music such as Silk Sonic's single Love Train, Jack Harlow's single Nail Tech, Kid Cudi and Nigo's single Want It Bad, and Beach House's single Once Twice Medley. Carpenter started out as a Disney Channel star, but is now making her way into pop stardom. Her first chart breakthrough was in 2021 with her single titled Skin, which caught many fans' attention due to the rumor that it was targeted at the one and only Olivia Rodrigo. This single hit number 48 on the Billboard Hot 100. The music video for Fast Times has also been released and consists of Sabrina playing two girls at the same time in a police chase. She then fights off another person trying to protect a briefcase that she carries around throughout the entire music video. She also portrays her incredible dance talent along with many talented backup dancers. She ends the video by opening the briefcase with a smile. The lyrics in the song, such as Closed Eyes and Closed Blinds, We Couldn't Help It, have fans itching to know what will be revealed in the briefcase, but fans do not ever find out what's inside, and they are all left in suspense. The single will be included in her upcoming 5th studio album. There has not been a set release date for this album, so make sure you are staying up to date with pop sensation Sabrina Carpenter to see what she does next.
Thanks, Nina. We will be right back after this short break, but when we return, Miss Alexis has our girls playing Guess That Movie.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome back to Newsnight. Most of the student body of the Pittsburgh Public School.
Some of the United States allies.
Thursday, the FBI was seen raiding.
Let's get started with today's forecast.
Today's high will only reach about 31 degrees.
It's looking a little cooler than we've seen in the past few weeks.
All this and more
All this and more
All this and more coming up on Newsnight.
coming up on Newsnight.
coming up on Newsnight.
Welcome back to Entertainment on Point. It's your wonderful host, Miss Alexis, and I'm joined today with my lovely EOP cast. On today's free segment, we will be playing Name That Movie, but Disney version. I will play a scene from the movie for 10 seconds, and whoever raises their hand first will get the chance to guess what movie it is. Whoever wins the most guesses will earn a treat. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, here's the first scene.
What are you doing here? I'm a lifeguard. Wait, are you a member here?
High School Musical 2.
Yes. Okay, Nina gets 1 point.
What?
Wow, you know your stuff if you can
Thank
guess
you.
that. Guess the name from that. so.
Thanks. I love Disney.
Okay, here's the second one. Evan.
Toy Story.
Yep,
Or
there
one
you
of
go.
them. I don't.
Evan,
Yeah.
I was ready.
Okay, here's the third one.
I'm not who I used to be. Remember who you are.
Nicole.
I think it's Lion King.
Yeah, it is.
I think.
Julia, come on.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Easy, princess, do not panic.
Nina.
Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
Julia knew it. That give it to Julia. No, it's okay.
Okay, ready? Here's the last one. Nina.
High School Musical, the first one.
Yeah, good job.
It was only a basketball throw.
Get your head in the game.
Nina got her head in the game. So obviously, Nina's the winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Entertainment On Point. And we'll see you after spring break.